Coming up on today's show, we take a look at how OHS and our community has dealt with changes due to COVID-19. Stay tuned, you're watching ROR TV. Good afternoon, Oviedo. I'm Kaylin Herbett, and today is Wednesday, February 10th, 2021. For those of you who didn't know, there were supposed to be big changes coming to the Commons and the front parking lot that were supposed to be finished this school year. Unfortunately, COVID-19 delayed this, but the school is still trying to get those projects done. For more on where those projects are, let's go to reporter Davis Cruz.
Oviedo High School took a heavy hit when COVID-19 came along and delayed two major upcoming projects, with one being the widening of the main road to the high school.
What they're going to do in the front of Oviedo High School, they're going to add a turn lane, so you're going to be forced to turn in and take a right into Oviedo. It's going to reduce the ability for you to cross over the traffic coming into Oviedo High School. They're going to add an additional road in front of our auditorium, so our practice field in the front will be reduced.
426 is in its final design phase. Right-of-ways have been purchased. The district has sold property to this DOT for the accommodation of the widening of 426. The district was notified on December 8th that they had a 90-day clearing of the right-of-way notice. So we have to go in, and you'll see fences being moved back closer to the school. Little bit of impact. The columns in front will have to be redone. The signage is going to be fine, but like I said, you'll see the fence move back. That's the biggest impact to Oviedo.
With the road not too badly delayed, focus shifts more to completing the other major project here at Oviedo, which is the Commons.
We are looking to introduce more micro-restaurant concepts to our high schools like Oviedo High School. Right now, our model is at Lake Brantley called Patriots Point. And at Patriots Point, we have the 5 different micro-restaurant concepts all inside of one dining space, so that student guests can choose each day what type of cuisine they'd like to enjoy and dine with.
Oviedo restaurant is going to be awesome. So if you've ever been to, a food court, you have the understanding of how things are going to be set up. We're going to have 5 main things. We're going to have a coffee area, which is going to be called Filtered. We have the Roost. We have the Yin Yang. We have pie. And I think everybody knows what pie is going to be. Our pizzas are going to be coming through a conveyor oven, just like you have in other restaurants. So they're going to be top notch. Everything that we do right here on campus. So you're not getting food brought in. We make it right here.
Even with the new offerings coming to the Commons, it also brought about new procedures to be in place.
So some of the things that we did different, that we're doing differently, is with regards to our team members, making sure that we provide them with a safe environment and check their safety. So we do temperature screening every day. And we also have purchased PPE for all of them, including face masks and gloves. And we have enhanced uses of other facial coverings. We also have sanitation stations that are now provided in all of our dining room.
We went through all this, and there's a lot of people that we lose every year just due to the flu, and just basic awareness can help change that, and just washing your hands could make the difference.
Although COVID-19 tried to delay projects at Oviedo High School, things are moving right along. For ROR TV, I'm Davis Cruz.
The Roaring Lion Empire is selling Valentine's Day balloons until Thursday, February 11th. The sales are all online using the link below. They will be delivered on Friday and available for pickup. Local businesses all over the country have been struggling this past year due to the pandemic and everyone staying home. To learn how these businesses are changing and what they've done to stay open, here's Lillian Ray.
Local businesses around the country have been hit hard this past year because of the coronavirus pandemic. With everyone staying home and less people walking through their doors, these businesses have undergone many adjustments to what they knew as normal.
I think it was a big learning curve. I think a lot of small businesses dealt with that. There were a lot of things that didn't work. At first it wasn't so clear whether people were supposed to be wearing masks or not. If you remember back to March and April, so we didn't have that kind of policy, and so then we had to change that. But as far as our actual classes, the core of the instruction stayed the same. So none of that changed. It was more just, the background, the technology stuff we had to integrate. Because we have to spread out our students, we actually had to expand our studio, it's incurring a lot of extra expenses. And we have a lot less students than we used to.
Songbirds is one of the many businesses in our area that have been affected this past year. Shops, gyms, and restaurants like our local diner Townhouse have had to make many changes in their day-to-day procedures.
So as far as what we do with our tables is we now have 3 different towels that we use when cleaning a table. We peroxide the table and then we sanitize it, and then we use a different towel to sanitize the booth. To clean a table takes substantially longer than it did before COVID.
Lots of these businesses are having a difficult time keeping up with these changes, with less staff, being less open, and many more expenses.
Financially, the numbers have gone down, and as far as thinking of new innovative ways to increase sales, so we have a whole new to-go system, and that has boosted where before we really didn't have any to-go sales at all. Our patio, we have an increased sales as far as patio revenue. We used to have just maybe like 10 tables outside, and now we have if separated, closer to 20.
Times have changed, and many aspects of local businesses are affected. Customers are happy to see them remain open, but there are challenges behind the scenes that we don't always see.
Stressful. This year has been stressful. I think everyone knows that small businesses around the country are really struggling. We're no exception to that. I support over 20 artists, so my number one priority has always been making sure my artists get paid, that our teachers, because their other income was performing, and that's gone.
We are so grateful for the loyal patrons that we have. They stayed with us, and I think because of the people that love the Townhouse, we've been able to stay afloat.
I feel like with the vaccine news coming out, that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's just making sure we get to the end of the tunnel. So it's just holding on, but we're holding on for now.
For ROR TV, I'm Lillian Ray reporting.
That's all we have for you today, Oviedo. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. And as always, go Lions.